Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the player career mode. This is episode 1 of season 3, and despite the thumbnail being the same as previous, I haven't actually shown you what the situation is. I didn't want to spoil what the result of the vote was by putting a potential new team on the thumbnail and you loading the video being like, well, I know what it is. So at this moment in time, you don't know what the situation is going to be for Season 3. We had options. Those options were stay at Burnley after getting promoted from the Championship, albeit bottling the title, to the Premier League with Burnley. So the option is to stay at Burnley. There was an option to move to Benfica in the Portuguese League. They finished second in their division as well. There was the option to move to Stuttgart in Germany. They finished 6th in the Bundesliga last season but have Europa League football. Obviously, Benfica have Champions League football. Then there was the option to move to Torino as well in Italy, who finished 10th in their division. And the result there wasn't that they had any sort of European football. But they were the 4 options, effectively. And you're going to find out now exactly what we're doing. It was close, as I kind of thought it would be, between 2 of the 4. And the results show that by 7 votes, by 1.01%, we are staying at Burnley and moving into the league above with the club that we're currently at. That said, I will add Benfica as the target club for next season, so that if you did want me to go to Benfica, you have the option to vote for that again next season, if, of course, I can meet all of the objectives required for the contracts that they might or might not want to offer me. So I'm loading back into the save behind this screen now, where we left off at the end of the last season, which was having, unfortunately, lost my place in the starting lineup. And, well, I'm now at the very bottom of the substitute list. So I'm going to struggle to get my spot back. To be fair, my form had been indifferent. No goal or assist in the last 3 games of the season, in which we lost 2. And I didn't really play that well in either. In fact, one of them, I got substituted out against Sheffield United. So we really didn't have a great time at the end of the season. And if we'd have got just 1 more point in either of those games or managed to find a winner against Watford, we'd have won the league. But we didn't. But you guys would like me to stay at Burnley and move to the Premier League with them. So at present, if I show you my actions, I can show you the squad hub. Obviously, we're worried about not having some players available next season because we're going to be losing what was our starting striker in Zian Fleming. But guess who's coming back, rather ironically, from Benfica? Zeki Amdouni. So we will actually have a decent striker at the club next year because he'll come back from loan and join the squad again and presumably start up top for us. So we will lose Zian Fleming, but we will gain Zeki Amdouni. We'll also have coming back from his loan Manuel Benson as well from his time out in Lens. So that's going to be a bonus for the squad too. We don't yet know if the manager's going to buy anyone or loan anyone. Sarmiento was in on loan, but obviously he barely played. In fact, I don't think he played at all for us this season. Jadon Anthony will go back to Bournemouth after being loaned in this year. Don't think there were any other players that were loaned in that we used with any sort of regularity whatsoever. So the squad is going to look very similar to how it did this season, but obviously it will have a couple of actually decent players coming back to us for the new year in the Premier League that weren't here this year. So I couldn't go to Rangers. I couldn't go to Frankfurt or Bournemouth. I couldn't go to Wolfsburg. I could go to Stuttgart. You said no. Could go to Benfica. You said no. Could go to Torino. You said no. You voted to stay at Burnley and renew my contract. I've been offered £57,000 a week, which is up from whatever I'm on now, about 15, I think, on a 2-year deal, you can see there. So the option to stay at Burnley will be there for us next year as well, but obviously we'd have to make sure that we maintain our contract objectives to stay at Burnley. Otherwise, we'd get sent out on loan next season if, of course, we don't have the option to move to anywhere else. But I'll replace Rangers on my agent list and Thanks. I'll replace Rangers on the agent list, and that will see us have Benfica now as our target club. So to stay at Burnley for my next season, for season 4 of the save, we would just need to start in 31% of matches, which obviously we will do. So we'll change the target club, and we will put SL Benfica in. So to play for Benfica next season, I just need 35% of the passes and goes is the difficult one, because I think you need to do that with the whole team. As a result, if we get everything but that, then I will manufacture artificially the successful passes and goes to ensure that Benfica are on the vote for next year. If we don't get the passing, well, we're going to get the passing rate and the appearances, aren't we? Effectively, Benfica are going to be on the vote for next season. So those that might well be disappointed that we didn't go to Benfica this time around, don't worry. You will have the opportunity to potentially send me to Benfica again next time around. So we're into pre-season then for this 3rd season at Burnley. So on the spreadsheet, I've adjusted it so that we will now have these listed as season 3. But of course, moving forward into the new season, it will start to register slightly differently, because we will have to add the Premier League to our competition list here and to our other stat tracking as well. But we will play a 2nd season as a Burnley player. I'm going to have to earn my starting spot back again, annoyingly. But Burnley are a Premier League side. We are a Premier League player. And let's head to our first game of pre-season. Oh, I can build a sauna and get a stat boost there. I will buy stuff that gives me stat boosts. Everything else I'm not really that bothered about. We've bought the trampoline. So buying a sauna presumably will help with stamina, like recovery. Is it stamina that goes up? It's composure. Okay. Composure? I mean, I'll take it. It's going to come in handy in front of goal, but I wouldn't have thought being in a sauna would help with composure. I guess maybe you have to, like, deal with the situation in your own head. Oh my god, I'm really fucking hot. Come on, Ches, you can make it through this. But that's not really a split second, like, need to make the right decision in the moment kind of thing, is it? I know there'll be interest in you. There will. I'm not sure at what point we'll have the first clubs listed in the recommendations, but at present, none. Obviously, by the end of this pre-season first episode, I'm sure there'll be someone added in there, but we need that pre-season tournament to be drawn right now. So we'll wait and see who our first game is against. So building a career, I've had a message from my agent, and there are now options in the recommendations. Brighton, obviously fellow Premier League side, and Bayer Leverkusen. Could I maybe be under the wing of Xabi Alonso next year? Be a hell of a move. We have got a new player arrived message as well. Morato is now at the club. So we'll keep a keen eye on the squad list and see who comes in and who goes out. So Morato is a 78 rated centre-back and left-back, to be fair, who comes in as the 2nd highest rated player behind me. So that is a positive sign from the manager that he is strengthening for the Premier League. Seki Anduni obviously is back with the squad now. Manuel Benson is here as well. We'll keep an eye on the rest of the team to see if anyone comes and or goes. Bayer has been approached by Vitoria, so normally that means that they are going to go, but hopefully he rejects that approach, because obviously he'd be starting alongside Morato. I'll take a quick print screen of the squad list, i.e. the attackers 7, defenders 11, midfielders 14 and goalkeepers 3, and we'll keep an eye on that to see if maybe anyone else gets drafted in, or give us the opportunity to keep tabs on that as we progress through pre-season. I don't think the pre-season tournament has yet been drawn. Have a look at the quick calendar. No, not yet. It will be in due course, though. So let's keep cracking on towards that. And then we can get our first minutes of Season 3 in this save underway. There you go. We've got Cremonese in our first game in this pre-season tournament. Cremonese. Who else have we got? We've got Cremonese. We'll also play Palermo. And we'll also play Getafe. So 2 Italian and a Spanish opponent. To the match day. of course, not in the starting lineup now. Coming on at right mid for Manuel Benson. 0-0 as we enter the fray. Hopefully, it shouldn't take us too long to get ourselves back in the starting lineup here, I wouldn't have thought. Coming on then for Manuel Benson with 1 shot on target and 10% cross success rate. Only need a 6.5 rating as well. We should be able to get at least 2 of those 3. And fingers crossed, we'll get ourselves back towards the starting lineup very, very quickly indeed. We feel like we deserve to be in the starting lineup here for Burnley. I'm going to drift a little bit central as well. I'm not sure what my role is, obviously, as a right mid. We knew that as a cam, we were being played as a half winger. Not sure whether I'm down as a wide midfielder or an attacking player, attack-minded player. There's my 1 shot on target at least. Thank you. Nearly scored from the corner. Some have been calling for, actually, and I think I agree with, me to get... Oh, headed by Morato. It hasn't quite ended up in the back of the net. Calling for me to get the number 10 shirt here at Burnley, now that we've been here a year and have established ourselves as the go-to cam. And I'm quite happy to do that. I will check and see who else has the number 10 shirt at Burnley, if there is another number 10 at Burnley. And if there isn't, I'll definitely take it. If there is, we'll see who it is, but I'm pretty sure I deserve it regardless, don't you? We get the tackle in here. Here's the Luca. Luca holding it up. Defenders will hopefully put us tackle in at some point. Lads, please, if you don't mind, do something defensively. All right. I'll go after it myself then. Corner Cremonese. I'm on a 5.8. Of course I am. I'm trying my best to get me 6.5, boss. But if you're just going to give me negative ratings for existing, then there's not really much I can do, is there? Here's Bianchetti into Okere, who could have a shot here. If the defenders wanted to do some defending, that'd be lovely, rather than just jockeying. But evidently, their strike... Oh my God, how close was that to going over the line? The goal decision system has denied our new centre-back a goal by about 4 millimetres there. Amdouni into Eddie Nketiah. Hello. When did we've not had a message about that? We've got Eddie Nketiah up top now here at Burnley. Amdouni finds me. I'm going to spin well. I'll look for Nketiah, who's offside, unfortunately. He's buried it, but it won't count. That would have certainly gotten me my objective. What is Eddie? Oh, I can't see what Eddie Nketiah's rated at the moment, can I? Because I didn't start the game. Well, that's another new signing that we weren't aware of. So I'll go and have a look through the squad list again after this game and see if there's anybody else in there that we should be aware of. Eddie Nketiah will give us a great chance of surviving in the Premier League. Certainly more so than players like Lyle Foster, that's for sure. I'm just going to drive into the space because why would I not at the moment? If Eddie Nketiah could keep himself onside, that'd be wonderful. But at the minute, just going on a hell of a run. Now we'll play Eddie Nketiah in. He'll have a shot, but it's blocked. But I've got my 6.5 and now even a 6.6. I'm not going to get the cross success rate, but quite frankly, I had nobody to cross to there. So I just wanted to make sure I got my positive rating for getting a positive forward pass at the end of the run. And we have been able to do that. Hopefully it doesn't lessen my match rating right at the death like it sometimes does. On a 6.5 here, I'll call for it. And I'll get it, and I'll make sure we play an accurate pass. And fingers crossed we should hold on to our 6.5 and put ourselves closer in the picture for a first-team spot by the end of pre-season. We've got 3 pre-season games to try and work that first-team spot back again, and we've started well. 2 of the 3 objectives scored. We're already nearly halfway back towards getting our starting spot. And obviously, we're going to get plus 15 manager favour from working on an improvement plan with a coach. So we'll take that whilst we can. We'll go and check and see if there's anybody else that's been added to the squad list. I didn't get a message about Eddie Nketiah joining. I wonder whether that's a loan or a permanent. We'll go and find out. Is it a loan or a permanent deal? Eddie, are you in permanently? He is, you know. Eddie Nketiah has joined. 78 rated Eddie Nketiah is now a player for this football club. We have lost the centre-back Bayer, so Esteve will be the starting centre-back alongside Morato. And we were previously 7 attackers, we're now 8 attackers. We were 11 defenders, now we're 10 defenders. So no change to the midfield or goalkeepers, but we've gained a striker and lost a centre-back. But ultimately, I think we've had a good window so far. Coming on 1-0 down this time around against Palermo. Again at right mid. but with the opportunity to have a few more minutes this time, I think it said there. So, again, we'll put sub and right mid. I didn't actually see what minute it was that we were coming on in. We got 15 minutes last time around. Complete 2 passes is doable. We got 35 minutes this time around. Oh, we've nearly gone 2-0 down immediately. Complete 2 passes is doable. The regaining... was it a 6.5 it worked from me still? Yeah, regaining possession twice is going to be a bit more difficult. But hopefully, again, we should be able to get those same 2 objectives. The first secondary one and the main overall match rating one, to ensure that we, again, move closer towards a starting spot here in this Burnley side. Huntonji is my starting striker this time around, although I have missed him with my attempted through ball there. Darwin Nunez has moved to Arsenal. Transfer confirmed. Top left you could briefly see there. Egan Riley will come to me. Essentially, some nice forward positive movement from Cullen. His pass will find Huntonji, who has me with him here. He's gone for goal anyway. It's well blocked. Worth a go. Wasn't really an obvious passing option in that situation. And you would like your striker to be confident enough to try and score a goal for himself. That sort of positive play is what's going to hopefully help us survive in the Premier League with Burnley this season. Anticipating a difficult year in the Prem. I think that probably goes without saying, really. But with the way that player career mode plays, I think we stand a chance of staying in the division, because we can play some decent football with Burnley. But we'll wait and see how effective the opposition teams are at attacking when they are significantly higher rated than we are. Could go to Huntonji here. I will do. Please tell me you're onside. He was. Play continues. Cullen. Oh, I thought he was going to play me in there. I'll drift out to the right because that's where it wants me. Brownhill finds me. Huntonji's there again. And Huntonji's not scored. Oh, the assist would surely have put me right into a front seat for that first team spot again. But he's hit the inside of the post and unfortunately not been able to bury it. Lund down the wing for them. Delivers, but cleared away. And Aaron Ramsey will surely look for me, and does indeed. Still got Huntonji with me. Nice sharp turn. Find the positive pass. Give me my boost in match rating, please. Thank you. He's Cullen now. And back inside. Brownhill. I'm here. Hold the man off. Hold the man off. Find the pass. Ref, is that a foul? I was hoping it had drawn the foul at the very least. I've dropped to a 6.2. Bugger. I could have guaranteed it there if I'd have just played that pass. I wanted to try and find Huntonji for an assist, but really, I probably should have been more concerned with just making sure I found a positive action of any kind to try and get that match rating up. Only 1 minute added on here now, and with Palermo in possession, and I've dropped to a 6.1, I don't think I'm going to get it. It's going to be slightly more difficult to find our way back into the starting lineup than we hoped that it would be, but such is the challenge. I was going to look into squad number as well, wasn't I? And I forgot. I'll do it now. No one of any real note. No, Lyle Foster. There's no Lyle Foster. Lyle Foster has been sold. He's gone. Toodaloo, sir. And midfielders 14. Didn't that say 13 before? No, 14-3. Well, we signed a goalkeeper. 14-4. Who's the goalie then? Svila. Miles Svila. Miles Svila. He's better rated than James Trafford, who's been approached by Palmer, apparently. Players in and players out quite regularly, seemingly, here at Burnley. But every player so far that's come in has been an improvement on the other player that they will be replacing in that position. So I can't really complain at the minute, can I? Coming on again at right mid, although this time we're 1-0 up, not 1-0 down. 10% cross success rate and 1 shot on target. Effectively the same asked of me here as in the first fixture, and I'm sure we should be able to do that. You're a bit quicker than me, aren't you? Bloody hell. Here you go, Mr. Nketiah. Have that, lad. I wonder if we can link up quite well with Eddie Nketiah this season. Certainly will be able to if he's that adventurous with his build-up play. If I'd have been better positioned or had anticipated him playing that sort of through ball, which nobody in a Burnley shirt has done for me so far in my career, then maybe I could have been in a position to get a shot on goal. And Nketiah spins brilliantly. He's played me in. My shot's on target, but unfortunately it doesn't go in. I wasn't anticipating the return ball, if I'm honest. I was waiting for the assist to come in. As it happens, he wanted the assist, but I couldn't get the goal. That's a foul. Might even be a red card. Could be in trouble here, Lucas Pires. I know it's only a friendly, but the referee is brandishing the red. Good. Okay, cool. Down to 10 men. Strong challenge for a friendly. Wasn't that harsh, just badly timed. No malice in it. It's not like he was studs up or high, but because it was from behind, the manager's got, or the referee, sorry, has gone, oi, none of that on my pitch. And our left back has been sent. That's not going to help us see the win through, is it? Cullen does really well. Finds me again. Now I'll have a crack. It's worth a go, but maybe a bit more power would have seen it drift towards the corner a bit more rather than straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Finishing stat isn't bad, early 70s, but certainly I'm going to need it to be higher if I'm to score shots like that. And actually, I'm not sure what my long shot stat is, most importantly for efforts from that sort of range. I don't think I'm that bad, though, in either area. I could get in the box here for a shot now. More towards the corner, but similarly comfortably saved by the goalie. And I still haven't changed my bloody squad number. Someone in live chat, I'm sure, will remind me after this game, please. Make me change my kit number to number 10. Thank you. Having a good game, though. Although we might be about to concede. We are. Alenia makes it 1-1, and Getafe are back in the game. Roger. Driven to Borja Mayoral. Defence wide open. And a good block by Morato, at least, to stop Getafe getting themselves another goal. Dropped to a 6.7 through no fault of my own. Just not being involved in the play. And it's punishing me for that, really. Which feels a little bit harsh, considering when they've got the ball, I can't really do anything other than be in the right position, can I? And I've been in the right position. Trafford with a big save. 9 minutes to go. Another Getafe corner. And our final pre-season game at the minute. Looks like it may well end in another draw. Cullen, forward to me. Quickly look for Nketiah. Found well. He's found me well. I'll give it back to Eddie. I'm enjoying linking up with Eddie Nketiah, I'll tell you that much. Played in behind again here. Eddie, can I find you there? No, it's probably a little bit ambitious, wasn't it? Worth a go, though. I didn't have anyone I could cross to for that 10% crossing objective, so not a chance of getting that. Nice ball out wide to Barrow. Who's going to have the legs. He's bloody quick, is Barrow. Option in the middle as well, but Morato's there. Been impressed with Morato so far since joining. I'll get a block on that. Apparently I used the hand, though. And it'll be a free kick for them. No, they used a hand as it bounced back off him. Well, that's gone well for me. Koleosho off. Tresor on. And I'm seeing some positive things from this Burnley side, you know. The red card obviously hasn't helped. But Nketiah has been a bright spark up top. Certainly so far. It seems like he's going to be the best striker we've played with in a Burnley shirt. And Morato at the back. Seemingly the best centre-back we've played with in a Burnley shirt as well. I am, at this stage, having not played any Premier League sides yet, cautiously optimistic about the potential of staying up this season. This is going to be the end of the game here as well. Well, a 1-1 draw, which apparently the fans are delighted about, but I had a good game. Manager favour goes up by 15. Not sure how long we'll have to wait till the game against Fulham. 12 days, so unfortunately that manager favour will drop again, annoyingly. Lucas Pires has been suspended for 2 games for a straight red card. Wonderful. That's not necessarily going to help us start the Premier League strong, is it? But we'll see what happens over the next few days with regards to any potential more incomings and outgoings. First things first, though, Ches. Check the squad list. Can you change to be a number 10? Let's have a look. Is there a number 10 at the club already? Amdouni's 9. Obafemi. Yeah, I'm taking that number 10 shirt. Thank you, Michael. I'm going to be Burnley's new number 10. So we moved through a month in that last pre-season tournament, so we can adjust our player accordingly, obviously as per the rules, although my average rating there for just Cremonese and Palermo was 6.3, which means I can't improve at all. So we stay as we were then. and we head in towards the game against Fulham now on the Premier League's opening day. I haven't yet checked to see the squad list. Just want to make sure we get as far as that first game before... Oh, new player arrived. There you go. That'll do something. We've signed someone else. Is it the goalkeeper that we were linked with? Yes, Svilar is telling me about. Okay, Svilar is in. We'll organise a welcome party for him. New investments, yeah, we know. We'll train and we'll see what the board, or the manager, sorry, is going to want from me in the game against Fulham. I'm obviously 79 rated now. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone else that has been added into or out of the squad. 7, 10, 13, 3. I think we've lost another defender. But who that defender might be, I'm not sure. Svilar is in now. And Trafford has been sold. So James Trafford no longer the number 1 here. Svilar is the man that takes that spot. And the defender that's gone, Lucas Perez is still here. It's the right back. Connor Roberts is no longer a Burnley player. Connor Roberts is gone. So Sambo is going to be our right back. That's the change. We lost the goalkeeper and a right back at the moment. I wonder whether we'll get a new right back for the season. I don't know. We will be coming on at Cam then. Good. For the first game of the Premier League season. Huntonji given the start up top over Eddie Nketiah, which is intriguing, but the manager choosing to go with what he knows rather than the new player that's come in. But game 94 of my career is for the first time in the Premier League. Burnley against Fulham, away from home, on its way next. Coming on for Zeki Amdouni, who's been getting the starting spot ahead of me in that cam role. Again, 10% cross success rate, which is not one for a cam. Take the dribble success, though. Wants a 7.0 from me in this one here against Fulham, which is doable, certainly. But whether we're able to do it or not remains to be seen. Koleosha won a decent run here. Let's remember I'm now at cam again, not on the right-hand side of midfield. I nearly got in the way of that, but no opening chance after a couple of moments. More Smith Rowe for Fulham and Andreas Pereira. Forward quickly to Rodrigo Muniz. I couldn't quite get there. Muniz out of his feet. Muniz finding some space and a shot well blocked by Morato. Continually really liking him at the heart of our defence. It is a refreshing change to see an AI manager in player career actively improve his squad. It might be tied to the fact that we got promotion and that we're now a Premier League side as opposed to a Championship side. But regardless, it is a refreshing change after the past few years of player career. Hopefully it's a theme that continues as we progress through the seasons with different clubs. But at the minute, at the beginning of the Premier League season, this Burnley side is a better team than the one that came up, objectively. Spread that out wide there to Sambo. He's going to get forward in a similar Connor Roberts style. And Hintonji's drawn the defender away here. And on my left foot, I can't find my first goal of the new season and my first goal in the Premier League. They make a change. Harry Wilson going off and Alex Iwobi coming on. Huntonji's gone off for us and Eddie Nketiah is now on in his place. So Nketiah is on the field of play. I've won the header. Bender's made the save. And I'll keep this in play and find a teammate. Here's Eddie Nketiah now. Could go for goal. I've told him to. He will have better shots than that in his future. Nice interception by Cullen. It's picked off though. Rodrigo Muniz looking to get into the gap. But his shot is fired wide. Fulham firing back as we nearly... Well, I say nearly took the lead. We had a chance to take the lead. They certainly came closer, but nobody shot on target since I've been on the field of play. Eddie Nketiah is a much livelier striker than we're used to playing alongside so far in our career. I probably could have gone back to him there, actually. As I went for the shot, the defender that came across to block the shot might well have opened up a little bit of space there for Eddie to get into. They're giving the ball away here, Fulham. Well, we've been good so far, Burnley. Certainly not looked like a promoted side. We're holding our own here and having a decent game. I'll look for Eddie Nketiah through that gap. That's not quite worked. We don't look like a team that are vulnerable. We don't look like a team that don't belong yet. But we've won it back. I've now got Tresor out on the right-hand side. I'm used to him being on the left and Koleosha being on the right, but they are swapped now here at Premier League level. Masengo's forward here with us. He could come back to me here, and he has done. And Eddie Nketiah is there. And Eddie Nketiah Fires wide, but he is lively at striker today and so far this season. All he needs to do is actually learn to shoot, and maybe we can help Burnley stay in the Prem. Oh, nice from Koleosho. Nketiah through the gap. Back to me. Nketiah again. Back to me. Oh, deflected. Can I get to the loose ball? No, I can headbutt the goalkeeper in the chest. And Bender, who's in goal for Fulham today, makes the stop. That deflection could have gone anywhere. The shot was probably more destined to go in before the deflection, frustratingly. We've intercepted that, though. And Nketiah will get it back to Masengo. I'll keep the ball here. Try and get this forward to Koleosho, who's onside. And is there potentially still... twist. Late in the day. No, it's going to be a 0-0 draw for Burnley on Premier League opening day, but away from home, we've absolutely played with promise, with confidence, and with positivity. And based on that performance, I think Burnley could stay in the Prem. Another plus 15 to our manager favour. The next game in the Premier League is not that far away. It's a week until City. Was there... I thought one game was midweek. It's QPR midweek at the end of the month, unfortunately. So I don't quite think I'm going to make it into the starting lineup for that Manchester City fixture. New purchases available, new investments available. Not that I've really got any interest in doing any of those. No new player message. We'll have a quick check. Can I? Am I? No, not quite. Oh, so very nearly in the starting lineup once more. Let's have a quick check of the squad. Oh, 8 attackers. We've signed a new attacker. Who is it? It is... I don't know. Dreyer. It's Dreyer. Anders Dreyer. 78 rated right mid. We looked at him in the Everton save briefly. The manager, again, has improved the team. Let me sort by overall. Dreyer at 78. Nketiah 78. Morato 78. Svilar 77. 4 of the top 6 rated players at the club are new signings. I cannot complain about that at all, can I? Not even close. Join me in the next episode tomorrow where we hopefully will earn our first start of the Premier League season. It will be City at home, QPR away in the Cup, Villa away in the League, and then transfer deadline day, and who knows what could potentially happen there. I think that's a positive start to the third season, really. We are still at Burnley. We are earning our first team spot back, I'm sure, in the next couple of games. And then Operation Stay in the Prem is fully underway. Thank you very much for watching today. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. And I'll see you in that next one.